Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Forex Technical Market Update. It is Friday, and I hope you all had a very good week. And I know myself, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I actually love my weekends. I love trading, but I also love my weekends where I can sit back and relax. Okay. Let's take a look what's happening in the markets. Looking at the euro versus the US dollar, we see the market, our prices are trying to challenge the trend line here. Let me just expand it. This is the daily chart of the euro, and as you can see, the prices currently they are challenging this trend line. It's the second point, and now this will be the third point, and prices are trying to break out of this triangular consolidation. In terms of resistance levels, currently the market is at the daily R1 pivot point. And remember, pivot points can serve as resistance levels on the charts. And we're also close to the weekly pivot point. Let me just draw the weekly pivot point. We are currently at 108.60 and the weekly pivot point is at 109.29. So there is pretty significant resistance up at these levels here. Now remember, the weekly pivot points are calculated again at the end of the week. So when we start next week, we'll have new pivot points. So just keep that in mind. If the market closes at the current point, we will see next week we'll see resistance up at the 109 level, and resistance also up at the 110.50 level. That will be your next area of resistance. If the market fails to rally and sells off, we could see support. The first area of support will be 108 and 106.50. Would want to see the market close below 106.50 for the bears to gain some momentum. This is the area that the market needs to close below for the bears to get momentum. From there, we will look to see if the market can challenge the bottom of the triangle and test the 105 level. So, and as I said, at the upside, this is your major resistance point. These highs here at the 110.50. If the market rallies above, we would want to see the market take out this 110.50 level on the euro. Taking a look at the British pound, we're up against the 618 retracement level. 618 retracement level at 151.77, and the market is experiencing some resistance at this level. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we're currently at the daily R3, and we're also currently at the weekly pivot point. So if the market closes somewhere near here, it will close near a pivot point resistance level. Now, these pivot points are not always 100% accurate, but they can definitely give you a good indication of where the market's the range that the market may end up in for the week. So they are not 100% perfect, but they are an excellent tool. We want to see, for the bulls to gain further traction, we'll want to see the market continue to rally. And just remember that the monthly pivot point level is also at 152.99. So conceivably, next week we could see the market rally further and try to challenge that monthly pivot point area. That monthly pivot point area would also coincide with the 786 retracement level. This line here is the 786 retracement level. So for the British pound moving forward, this area at the 153 level will or should provide pretty significant resistance on the British pound. Okay, let me just give you an update on the British pound, Australian dollar. The market is, as you can see, it's still in this is the daily chart. It's still in this tight consolidation pattern. The volatility has really gone down, and the market is just staying between 195 and this 190 level. So this 500 pip range is containing the market. For next week, we could see, I am looking for a breakout to the upside, just continuing the trend. And if this breakout to the upside occurs, we could test the $2 level. If the market moves in the opposite direction and we get a breakdown, then we could test this 185 level. But I'm positioning the signals portfolio to the upside, and if the market breaks down, we will take a small loss on the position. But if the market moves to the upside, we could see some pretty significant gains in the coming weeks to the coming months. Looking at the Canadian dollar, follow through so far out of this breakdown of this channel is quite limited, and sometimes when you have a counter trend break, this often occurs where the follow through is not as good as if the market probably continued with the trend. So we will continue to monitor the Canadian dollar and to see if we get a larger pullback down into the 118 to the 116 level. Taking a look at gold this morning, gold is down pretty significantly, and it's at 1177. And I suspect that this market is going to try and challenge this 1140 area. This area here near 1140, the market should challenge this area, and if it breaks below, we could definitely see a move down to the $1,000. The 1100 and the $1,000 level in gold. Well, that's the long-term move. Briefly looking at the stock market, this is the SPY, the ETF that tracks the S&P 500, and as we can see, the market is breaking out of this channel resistance that I drew here. Which is pretty bullish for the market. The next area of resistance is the all-time high up near this 212 area. This 212.24 area will or should provide some resistance. And if the market is able to break above the 212 area, that would be good for the bulls. Quickly looking at the German DAX, yes, we're coming off of Forex a little, and this goes to show sometimes it's good to rotate, and this lesson applies to currencies also, because between October and April here, you can see that this market is in a pretty strong uptrend. So while the S&P 500 between October, between late December, the S&P 500 bottomed in October, but from December till now in April, the market hasn't really done much. But looking at the German DAX, we see that the same period here, December to April, has done much better than the S&P 500. And it's the same thing with currencies. There are times that one currency may be stagnant, and you will look for opportunities in the other currency pairs that may be trending very well. And that's why it's always good to be vigilant and keep an eye on the markets and looking for the next trend and the next area you can make money in. Okay, so once again, I hope you enjoyed the trading week, and let's make next week a new week, and look for profitable opportunities. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoy the week, and I really do look forward to making these presentations. And if you want to have these trading signals, the Forex signals, sent to your account automatically, you can click on the link below and get started. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good day. Thanks.